You've mentioned the word evangelical and how it's represented in our world today, what people think about evangelicals. And you had that back in the first edition of the book, What's So Amazing About Grace. You talked about that word, so this has been around a while, this problem of do we want to be known as evangelicals? And, Ryan Burge, the professor from Eastern Illinois, has done great work showing that a lot of people who are calling themselves evangelicals today don't even go to church. It's almost taken on a more of a political term than a faith term.
Right.
Are you comfortable calling yourself an evangelical, or have you moved away from that?
I still hang on as long as I can. I think it was a very good word. It means good news.
Right.
I have a friend named Walter Kim, who is the director of the National Association of Evangelicals, and they really struggle with that because increasingly it takes on a political cast, and they're not a political organization primarily. But he had recently returned, I heard him speak about this, from a conference of world evangelicals from more than 100 countries, I believe. And each country had one vote, so it's kind of like the UN. The United States has the same vote as Rwanda, say. And he said they kind of piled on him a little bit and said, we hear that in the United States, evangelical is a bad word. He said, well, it's not in my country. In my country, it means the people who, wherever their missionaries have been, there are clinics, there are orphanages, there are educational institutions, there are people digging wells. So when you say evangelical in the Philippines or in South Africa, for example, they don't really think politics. They think people doing the work of God. They said, if you want to get rid of the word evangelical, that's up to you, but we're going to keep it because it's a good word. Yeah. And I kind of hope, futilely probably, for a revival of the word. It truly does mean good news, and it means it means orthodox theology and people putting it into action. And there's a place for that. I don't know a better way to express that, frankly.
We trust the Lamb, not the donkey or the elephant.